This is KCR, the sound of state.
Just take a nice breath in. Exhale that breath. Just allow yourself now to relax more and more. Because from this moment in time, there's nothing of importance for you to do except relax. Relax.
Hello, my humans. Welcome to Scarlett Letter. I'm your homegirl, Scarlett Santa Maria, taking you all into the world of the underground electronic music scene in San Diego. Tonight is Valentine's Day. In case you all didn't know already by walking down the aisles of your local Target with the hearts and chocolates and teddy bears everywhere, yeah, no big deal. I know this is one of those nights that causes a little mixed feelings for some, but I just want to mention a couple things about this topic before I present my artist of the night. If you're currently in a relationship, that's amazing. I hope you two have an awesome date, and please use protection. We don't need more people in this world. If you don't have a significant other at the moment, that's perfectly fine too. It's the night to celebrate love, including self-love, the most important one in my opinion. Don't be afraid to go on a date with yourself, really. I know there are people out there that aren't comfortable with doing things alone, but know that it's such a liberating feeling and there's nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, before the show, I had dinner by myself and I had a great time, like for real. So if you're thinking about it, just go for it. It's not too late. You can still catch a movie, go get some Italian, learn to enjoy your own company and be your own best friend. And that's my advice of the night. Going back to the theme of the show, tonight for episode 2, I have one of San Diego's most admired DJs, and his name is Jon E Thin. Welcome to the show.
Hello there, Scarlett. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well tonight.
Great. We have another guest. If you want to say hello, you brought a friend tonight.
Hello.
I did. This is my friend Martin right here.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Great. Do you do anything Valentine related?
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, I kept in touch with my boo.
Yeah, because I know you have a boo, and I thought, oh my
Yeah.
God, I hope I don't ruin his Valentine's Day plans with the show or something.
She's actually very excited that I'm here, so she's
Oh,
probably
awesome.
going to be watching the stream, and no problem at all. So yeah,
That's
very
great.
supportive.
How about you, the homie over there?
The homie. Yeah. I have a wife at home. We had a
Nice.
good time, yeah.
Perfect. All right, Mr. Jon E Thin. What
Yes.
genres from electronic music do you DJ or produce?
Mainly, I've known around town for techno. Done techno for a long time.
Techno.
I've done trance. I've kind of went everywhere. Like I was telling you a little bit before the show, I've dabbled in 80s.
Yeah, the roots, man.
That's my roots. So, yeah, started in 86,
Yeah, that was the next question. How long have you been DJing for? 86.
33 years.
Wow, you go way back.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What influenced you to become a DJ?
It was the love of music. It was the passion for just how it made me feel. And that just never stopped, the drive. It just kept going and going from there.
It's amazing. And you've seen him start like from the beginning, right?
Well, basically, about 25 years. I've seen it grow and progress. It's been interesting.
Yeah, what can you say about his growth so far?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
See, like those are hashtag best friend goals right there. That's great.
Yes, indeed.
What can we expect in the first half of the mix that you brought for me?
First half of the mix, that is from my Future Sound podcast, which airs every fourth Monday on FNOOB Radio,
Oh, yeah.
FNOOB Radio.
Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that later
Yeah,
on. I
so,
definitely want to know more about it.
That mix was just aired Monday, so I thought it was fresh enough to bring it to the table here as well. So
Perfect. So
yeah,
techno, and more techno.
and more techno. Yeah,
Yeah.
little playful stuff. So I hope everyone
Yeah,
likes
definitely.
what they're hearing. So.
Anything you want to say, friend?
Let's get to it, I guess, whenever.
Fantastic. I'm really excited to hear this mix. We're about to turn the volume all the way up in the studio and groove to some techno. By the way, you're listening to KCR College Radio, the award-winning sound of state. You can listen to us live on the website, kcr.sdsu.edu, on the TuneIn Radio app, or you could watch us live right now on my Facebook page at Scarlett Letter Show, Scarlett with 2 T's at the end. We'll be back soon for the second part of the interview, probably 10 minutes, so hang tight. And let's
techno.
roll. Let's techno. Let's tech, yes. How about that?
Yes.
This mix is fire. I was having a hard time cutting it off. I'm like, I don't know when's the best time. I think there's no best time because it's just so fire.
It's hard to cut off techno,
Yeah.
but yeah,
It's okay. Well,
you do have a show to do.
yeah, it's okay. You'll all be listening to the rest in a little bit. So, hello, welcome back. I just wanted to say something really quick. I know that I said that we were gonna be live earlier, but I experienced some technical difficulties, and it didn't go live at the time that I thought. But I will be posting the full show, like the audio version, on YouTube. So no worries if you missed the first part. And of course, I have to make some announcements before we go on the second part of the interview because that's what radio is all about, making announcements, right?
That's right.
All right, so North Parks Observatory is an amazing venue that you can win tickets to. Make sure to check out all our giveaways on kcrlive.com for a chance to win tickets to concerts throughout the semester, and follow us on at KCR College Radio for more opportunities to win. Number 2, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube at KCR College Radio for weekly events and sports updates, as well as the latest giveaway opportunities. All right, that was the KCR stuff, of course. And now I'm going to make 2 more announcements of some really cool events happening. Firstly, Techniche, of course, you guys remember Techniche. The homies, they're having another blackout event Thursday, March 7th at Rich's San Diego. It's free before 11 if you wear all black, and that shouldn't be a problem for me since I wear black all the time. As you can see, if you're looking at the live stream right now, we're all pretty much wearing black right now. We're a techno stereotype, but whatever.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so you guys should definitely check it out. My guest of the night, Jon E Thin, is going to be playing, of course. And by the way, this is going to get really good. I'm giving away 2 pairs of tickets to Techniche, of course. And I'm going to be giving them away through Eventbrite. Just use the code Scarlett. Scarlett, SCARLETT, all caps. And get your tickets. Like, you don't have to miss out. You're going to get free tickets. Just use my name.
free tickets. Let's techno.
Let's
Sign up.
techno. Yeah, for sure. And lastly, there's an awesome event happening next Tuesday, February 19th, that you won't want to miss. T is for Techno, one of San Diego's most established techno events, is back at Flux Nightclub, featuring my guest of the night, of course, again. Damn, you're balling. You're like playing all these events in San Diego, no big deal.
Thank you, San
Mixoplex
Diego.
is playing also. Truncate and resident DJs, Red Sonia and Alien Tom. Tickets are only $5. What are you waiting for, people? I know that there's some stigma behind downtown, okay? Trust me. I don't even like going there on the weekends. But have in mind, this is on a Tuesday. It's a different crowd, completely. Parking doesn't suck. The club is nice and clean, and you have all the space to dance. It doesn't get any better than this. So don't be afraid. Try it out. You're going to have a great time. John, you've been to Teas for Techno at Flux. How's your downtown experience?
T is for techno at Flux. Just forget the downtown stigma. They are doing something right and dialed in there. It's really nice.
Yeah,
Come, just leave all that behind. You'll have a good experience.
definitely.
Tom and Sonia have it dialed in.
For sure. And what do you
Yeah.
have in store for us at Teas for Techno?
Actually, Rudy, Mixoplex, and I are going to be doing a back-to-back. We'll
Whoa.
be right before Truncate, and it's an honor to be playing before him. So we're just going to try to set the pace right and
Yeah.
just kind of give it all we got for that one.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Like 2 big names in
Yeah.
San Diego, you and Mixoplex
Yeah.
playing together.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
We've done it in the past before, stretching all the way back to like 94.
Whoa.
So we decided to kind of bring that back and kind of fuse our styles together. And that usually creates something pretty nice.
That's
So,
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's nice that you guys can
Yeah.
create together and
Co-create,
have that
it's very nice.
level, like connect on certain level, like the music level.
There's not many DJs I would feel comfortable with, and Rudy is definitely one that I would definitely put in that spot.
Fantastic. We're really excited for next Tuesday. We have a lot in store for y'all. Banging techno, state-of-the-art lighting, Function 1 sound, and all the positive vibes. I also have something planned for y'all. I'll be doing an event coverage that will be released on the show's Facebook and YouTube. So if you go on Tuesday, you might make it in the video. I don't know.
Hmm?
You know, you make a little, you know. All right. So going back to Mr. Jon E Thin.
Yes.
So you said you've been DJing since 89?
1986.
86?
Yeah.
What was your first gig like?
My first gig was probably like actually it was a backyard boogie party in like San Bernardino somewhere, and then I was doing like the high school dance parties and stuff like that shortly
Yeah.
after I graduated and stuff like that. So
That's really cool.
pretty raw. but it
Yeah,
was-
that's how I
know,
started too.
so your dad's a DJ too, right?
Oh yeah, I was about to
Okay.
touch into that right now.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Where do you get your inspiration to produce or DJ?
I've had a passion for music overall for a very long time. I knew when I was young, building blocks and action figures and everything, it just turned into music. And I was collecting records, and before you know it, I was just developing an ear for certain kind of sounds and finding those records. And then, wow, you can actually mix these two together, and got into some college radio like
Yeah,
you
like
did,
what I'm
and-
doing now.
yeah, and it just kind of led into this. A good friend of mine, Jeff Comfort, we were in college radio together, and he's also been there for my progression. I've known him since he was kindergarten, so
That's beautiful.
this is good. Yeah,
Yeah, look at you. It's amazing. And going back, I wanted to go in a full circle because we were speaking of inspiration, right?
Yeah.
And I love how on your Facebook you have a techno dad written on your page.
Yes.
And I think that's really inspiring when people keep pursuing their passions throughout their lives. And
Yes.
as you mentioned, yeah, my dad is a DJ. Like he recently turned 50
Mm-hmm.
and he's still playing and doing what he loves.
That's right. You should never stop doing what you love. If you do have a passion, if you do have something that makes you feel good, that makes you whole, you should never stop. Just always go for it. and
Yeah,
do it.
definitely. And I think I'm sure your kids think you're like the coolest dad, huh? Or not
Of
really.
course, and I think he's the coolest kid, and it's cool to be a techno dad, and yeah, he is an inspiration as well. So
Yeah, that's really cool. You're creating a techno kid.
that's right. We need the next generation, right?
Yeah, and we're creating that.
Yeah, that's right. I wonder what that techno is going to sound like.
Yes, I know. That's beautiful. Are you releasing any music soon? I checked your SoundCloud and you didn't really have anything. Maybe
as
like
far
2
as like
years
originals,
ago. Yeah.
I'm getting into some production, so there, look out for those. We're just getting in the studio and kind of just developing what my sound should be.
Yeah.
And I have produced back in the day. I'd say around 2000, 2002, I was working with a guy named Aaron Lazarus. We had like a record label out.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of like a progressive tech trance type of stuff.
Yeah.
Still strong stuff,
Yeah.
but as we all know, the records
Mhm.
kind of just.
Yeah.
So I've done stuff in the past. I need to get on my,
Mhm.
off my and get some stuff out. But
Yeah, definitely. I think we all want to hear more of your sound.
Right.
Yeah, you have some really cool mixes there. I think the last one was at Techniche Radio that
Yeah.
you were there, and then like the recent one.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, John. We want to hear your stuff.
All right. I'll get on it.
Awesome.
That's right.
Is there any event that has made like the biggest impact in your life? Any event that you will never forget?
There was, and I kind of bring up this show, and I'm glad Martin's here for this. There was a show called Full Circle.
Mm.
It was probably one of the bigger shows that I played. There was probably about 4,000 people there.
Whoa.
It was
Crazy.
about 1997.
And you were there?
Oh yeah.
He was there, and it was at the Pala Indian Reservation off the 15, and it was an impactful show for me. It just to play for that many people at the time that I played. and
Insane.
it kind of leaves you with a rush. To
Yeah,
just
of
keep
course.
doing it again. And
You feel really nervous? I would have been sweating.
well, it was really cold.
Okay, yeah, so,
So,
you,
yeah.
no room for sweating there.
It was freezing, but the experiences like that, and I've had much more than that, but that is a good one because that did leave a mark on both of us.
Oh yeah.
I think that was a good show.
Making the relationship stronger.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm aware you have a podcast called Future Sound. Can you tell me more about that? How you started and what you cover?
Yeah, a gentleman from the UK reached out to me from Foob Radio. I guess it's left interpretation how you want to say it.
Mhm.
but they reached out to me and they said, "Would you like to do an hour of your own every fourth Monday?"
Mm-hmm.
So I, humbled by that, I gladly accepted. And you have to come up with a mix every fourth week. So what I've been doing, if it's not myself, I've been having a guest that I feel from, local San Diego or Southern California. I've had Rudy on there. I've had,
You had Alien Tom.
I've had Alien Tom. So the people who are making some good waves with the techno, I kind of feature them.
Yeah.
So, and it's on a global platform. So I feel kind of honored to even have that show.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So, yeah.
And do you only cover music or do you also speak?
I've spoke a few times. It just depends. I guess if it's a special show, I'll kind of do some voiceovers.
Yeah,
and stuff
you mostly
like that, but
feature
I mostly
music?
just feature the music. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So.
This is your fourth show now, or how many shows do you have so
Oh,
far now?
Gosh,
No, I feel like it's more than that.
I think it's
yeah,
a little bit
more.
more.
It's
I
more
feel
than
it's
that.
a little more. It's like 7 or 8.
With Facebook,
Yeah.
sometimes you get distracted. I'm like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
There's like so many events and so many things happening.
I felt like I should be keeping track just the other day because I
Yeah.
was like, was it?
I don't
7
even
or
know how
8
many
or
shows I have. Like, I don't even know what show this is. I
Well-
just know it's episode 2, season 2. But
Well-
like collectively, I'm like,
We're both guilty.
I know. It's okay. we are like have a lot of things going on in our lives. It's hard to remember every little single.
We're a
every
work in
single-
progress.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So, what advice would you give a DJ that's trying to make it in this industry?
Nowadays,
Yeah, I know things have changed.
there's a lot of DJs. There's a lot of people getting their nails dirty, trying to get booked and make a blip on the map. Just keep pressing on. Just be you. That's. I think you gave some really good advice at the beginning of the show. You need to love yourself. You need to love what you do. That stuff, your expression, that stuff comes out of you when you're doing what you love
Yeah,
to do.
it translates.
So people hear that. So when that starts showing, when that starts shining, and the fire starts showing, that's when things start to
Being
come.
authentic.
Yeah, that's when things start to come for you.
That's a common theme that has arisen in a lot of these shows. And
Yeah.
people, when I ask this question, a lot of them say like, stay true to yourself, like be authentic,
You have
and
to.
do it for the right motives.
Right. You can't do it for money. You're not in this thing for money. You're in this. It's a passion,
It's a passion,
or
yeah.
it's you're chasing dragons. At that point, so.
Yeah, definitely. What are your thoughts on the underground electronic music scene in San Diego? We can start with the positives right now, and then anything that needs improvement.
The positives right now.
And you can answer too if you guys want to answer like 1 or 2 or
Yeah.
something.
The positives right now, I would say, right now I've seen San Diego like I've not seen it, and I've been here a little while.
Yeah.
I've had a residency back in the day, Romper Room, and that
Oh, where was that?
that was in downtown. That's actually where Bang Bang is now.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice. I love Bang Bang.
that was a very big thing for me. That was a little more rustic, a little bit more of a different flavor back then. But now I think San Diego's come of age. There's a lot more people going out, I think, than there's ever been. A
Yeah,
lot
I
more
agree.
interest in electronic music. Techno is just
Yeah.
making some waves right
Yes.
now. So and I've been on this techno thing for a long time. So to see
To see it grow.
it grow, see the bandwagon people kind of, it's like I've seen it kind of all, but I've been through it all.
It's impressive,
I'm
right?
not going anywhere.
Jon E Thin is here to stay. So that's real. That's positive. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's great. Any improvements that needs to be done here in San Diego underground?
I think I see some improvements being made in the way that people are working together.
Hmm.
So we have cross promotion with TS for Techno. We have Techniche. We have your show. It's about all the crews getting along together and working together sometimes so that we can create one thing that people are trying to go to.
All right.
So
Yeah, I agree. And I touched this subject last week too of how it's about collaboration. Like some competition is fine, but as long as you're not hurting each other.
as long as you're not hurting each other, that makes all the difference. It's how you work with other crews. It's how you navigate that industry, and
Yeah, because we're all in this together.
you're either building or you're separating yourself, and it's that's really not really doing anybody any good.
Yeah,
so.
and it shows, and
Yeah.
people will talk, and
Yeah.
you're not gonna be liked in the scene.
Yeah.
Because a lot of
Yeah.
people in the scene that I've related myself to, they're really nice, and it's about love and collaboration.
Right.
And if you're not about that, like
They
you
feel
will
it.
know, like
They
you will
feel
know.
it, they detect it.
Definitely. All right. Lastly, what is a song or an artist that is like your guilty pleasure?
80s music.
80s.
80s music, and it's not really just one song, but there are certain melodies in 80s. There's certain things that I grew up with, and artists and songs and things that just still make me feel a certain way. So
That's beautiful.
that's my guilty pleasure, is going back.
Then you
Back
should
to my
probably go
roots.
check out my dad, DJ. He DJs like all that stuff.
Let's
80s,
go.
80s, 90s. Yeah, check him out at City Tacos on Tuesdays or Romesco Thursdays and Fridays.
Let's go.
Yeah, I
All right.
think you guys will get along really well.
Let's go.
All right. So thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you being here, and your friend too. He's just like bringing all
yes.
the good vibes.
Of course.
And we're going to go in the second half of the mix, and we will be back for some other questions, of course, just like the ending remarks. And I just want to let you guys know that you're listening to KCR College Radio, the award-winning Sound of State. All right, that was so good. All right, hold on. All right. Wait, maybe a little more. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to take it up, but it's okay. Well, listen, you all can listen to it in a little bit. I just got a couple more questions, of course. What was the event that you absolutely bombed? That something went just horribly wrong?
I probably didn't end up playing.
Oh no.
Um, I it would probably be something that we endeavored to do ourselves. I was doing a trio with two other guys, Alienation, and we decided to throw a party. I think we just kind of went bigger than we should have, and
Oh no.
we actually used the Orange Show and tanked pretty bad there. So
Oh,
I don't even
man.
know if I played that night, but the
It
whole
just-
show in general
it
was
just
just like,
went
we
wrong.
shouldn't have did this. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it kind
Man.
of left us in a bad spot. But
Mm.
not too many tanks. That's a good
Oh,
run for 33 years, I guess.
That's great. That's amazing. What does the future hold for Jon E Thin?
Production
Yeah.
and more gigs, of course.
Yeah, tell me about your upcoming gigs. I know you got all these things happening. Okay, Mr. Big Shot, San Diego legend over here.
My goodness. We got T is for Techno,
Yeah.
next Tuesday with Trunket.
Tuesday. Don't miss
Yep.
it.
And then after that would be the Digital Cocoon Show, which is Cinema Techno. And then I've got Rudy's a Mixoplexus show with the Techniche coming up
Techniche,
March
March
7th.
Yep, and don't forget that you can get free tickets with the code Scarlett. Anyways, keep going.
Yep. Get some free tickets, guys. And there's a couple other good shows coming up and surprises too. So
Oh, okay. Keep it in the
there's
low,
always the
low.
podcast
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's every Monday,
every fourth Monday.
every fourth Monday.
So I just had one. So the next fourth Monday would be probably the second weekend of March or the second Monday of March, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Any shout outs that you want to give?
Gosh, well, shout out to my boo, Monica.
Oh, yeah. She was
Um,
posting some stuff on the live stream.
Yeah,
Hello, Monica.
shout out to my son, Jonathan, and also my daughter Naya. I love her as well. So
That's beautiful.
I wanted to say hi to my kids and thank you for Martin to come along here today and
Thank you
make
for
me feel
inviting me.
comfortable.
Yeah, Martin, you haven't
yeah.
really said much. Anything that you want to say? Just get a little closer to the mic.
Hello, Adrian, Chloe, and gang. Thanks for inviting me, Johnny. It's a good experience here. It's fun.
You've been with me for quite the ride, and I couldn't quite think of a better person to come here tonight. So I thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
buddy.
you know, Valentine's Day is about celebrating all type of love, you know. And in Mexico, we would say Dia del Amor y la Amistad, which is love and friendship.
Yes,
So you guys are celebrating a beautiful friendship.
yes, yes, indeed.
Yeah, and
Promising.
yeah, that's beautiful. And of course, celebrating self-love, like I said in the beginning. I think that's so important to just have a good relationship with yourself. I think if you think about it, no one's gonna take better care of yourself than your own self. Like you gotta be your own best friend. You gotta be there for yourself and treat yourself.
You can't love another until you do that for yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not fair to the other
Absolutely.
person.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. And thank you to everyone that's been supporting us here at the show and for all the nice comments on the live stream.
Yes, thank you guys. That was awesome. And thank you for what you're doing here, Scarlett. It's a really cool thing for the community, for the scene. This is really awesome.
Thank you. I
awesome.
really appreciate all the positive feedback and support. Like I'm doing it out of the love of my community and the music. Feel like it's made me evolve into the person that I am. And I'm really grateful for that.
And it shows.
Thank you.
Yes.
And don't forget to give me a like on Facebook and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Scarlett Letter Show, where I will be uploading the full shows, the live streams, as well as show coverages and satellite interviews. Thank you for listening. I love you all. And I'll see you next Thursday, right?
And next Tuesday,
Oh, yeah. At T's for Techno.
T is for Techno.
Yeah. We'll see ya soon.